Good Friday morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great Friday. It is finally frickin' Friday, and boy, do I need some coffee this morning. Back in the Red Hammock house last night till like 10:30. The time just keeps on slipping into the future, and turn around all of a sudden, boom, it's like, is it that late? Yeah, it's that late. And so I'm just like, ugh, trying to wake up here. Um, Shout out and thoughts and prayers for Ray Lewis, whose son, 26 years old, Ray Lewis Jr., passed away. No details on what happened, um, but 26 years old, college football player. Um, just life is just crazy sometimes. Sometimes it makes no rhyme or reason on what goes on. We are pretty much where the team is set. The Cowboys haven't been looking to add any other firepower, regardless of what all the talking heads say and what guys like me on YouTube are saying and things. We know that DeAndre Hopkins left New England yesterday, but there's optimism that they may work out a deal. We'll see if that actually makes them a playoff contender. I think that the expectations that DeAndre Hopkins probably had going out there thought that he'd go to a higher profile team than the New England Patriots. But, it is what it is. You're still getting paid. It's kind of quiet on Dalvin Cook's situation out there. Um, of course, Des Bryant says we should make a trade for Derrick Henry. Be that as it may, don't look for the Cowboys to do anything major like that. But one of the things, I, this is literally deja vu. And see, history, when we don't learn from the past, we are destined to repeat it in the future. That's one of the reasons why I love the Red Brick House so much, because of all the history that has gone through it. The Eagle fans, they're going through and they're talking about congratulations, Cowboys. It's been 10,000 days since you won the Super Bowl. They're celebrating that, and it's true. I understand. It's been 27 years. I've lost track. I know I've seen Michael grow up since the Cowboys last won the Super Bowl and things. But it's funny because it took 51 years for the Eagles to win their first. 51. The thing that's funny about the Cowboys, because there's teams out there that still have never won one. And I believe the last I checked for the San Francisco 49ers, I believe it's been longer than the Cowboys. Nobody talks about that. In the same way that this is deja vu for me, because I talk about Dak Prescott's contract. Years ago, I said the Cowboys need to run, not walk, to get Dak's contract done. And as I said, you got to get it done for Russell Wilson. As soon as Kirk Cousins got his guaranteed deal with Minnesota, it was like, if you don't hurry up, you're not going to be able to get him under $30 million. And they waited, and they franchise tagged, and they waited, and all that. And it ended up being a monster contract, of course, that everybody looked at and said, oh, you paid him too much. No, it's because they screwed up. The reality is whether you like Dak or hate Dak or whatever, Dak has them over a barrel. Because, again, the Cowboys messing up. They need to hurry up and get this extension done, because the price is going to continue to go up. Justin Herbert, that guy's up. Cincinnati's quarterback, that guy's up. Those guys will become the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL. We've already seen Lamar Jackson's number go up there. We've already seen Jalen Hurts' number go up there. It's not going to get cheaper the longer you wait. Inflation is high in the NFL, and they need to get this thing done. Something crazy yesterday. It was actually, I meant to talk about this yesterday, but I forgot to, but just kind of busy. Um, Yesterday, NFL Rookie Watch, they were talking about C.J. Stroud, drafted for the Texans. I know, oh man, I know some Cowboy fans. Man, we should have got that guy. We should have traded. We should have tanked to get that guy. But there was a article about C.J. Stroud's leadership. C.J. Stroud's leadership has reportedly stood out through the Texans' OTAs and minicamp. Texas wide receiver Noah Brown reportedly sees comparison between C.J. Stroud and Dak Prescott, his former quarterback. At today's minicamp practice, Stewart reportedly led a 2-minute drive going 6 of 8 with a TD. Okay. So Noah Brown, who had his best season last year with with the Cowboys, as basically number 2 receiver, goes to the Texans, and he's working with C.J. Stroud, and says, the leadership that Dak Prescott had, I see right here. Didn't trash Dak. Here's an interesting one, because a lot of Cowboy Dak Prescott haters will say Dak Prescott is a garbage-ass quarterback. He sucks. He's got no leadership ability. We'll say that he's just not a leader. So you get Noah Brown saying that, and you also had Cole Beasley, who went from the Cowboys to Buffalo with Josh Allen. Josh Allen, who's on the cover of Madden this year, even though he led the league in turnovers, and they only scored 10 points against the Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow. He worked with that guy. And he also worked with Tom Brady and retired. He retired. So Tampa Bay played 4 games and said, I'm out. Cole Beasley, who we thought, when he went to Buffalo, said things like, here it's really about football, and he was glad. He kind of threw shade on the Dallas Cowboys organization. Right? He tweeted this. Dak is sorry, still not quite awake. Dak is by far the best leader I've played with. Dak's huddle presence is something that can't be taught. That says a lot if this is true. So Cole Beasley talking about this article about C.J. Stroud's leadership, where Noah Brown compares his leadership, C.J. Stroud, to the leadership he got from Dak Prescott. Cole Beasley giving a shout out to C.J. Stroud, saying that if you got a presence like that guy, who's the best guy by far. No, he didn't say the best guy. He's not. He didn't say he's on the top 3. He didn't say he's all right. He said he is by far the best leader I played with. That says a lot. That says a hell of a lot. Of course, you know how it goes. Let me see. The Dak haters will come out. So I'm going to read a few of these. Of course, this is how it goes. Let's see. I always assumed Dak was a better leader than Tom Brady. Ha ha. Josh Allen can be a great leader while Dak can be the best leader and Cole played with. Both can be true. Awesome. He's a great leader. Terrible on the field, though. How was Allen's leadership and huddle presence? Cool to actually hear that from players. Definitely makes me rethink my opinion. Light year seasons. I love this for him. CJ's worked hard. Okay. Now, here's the thing that's funny. Cowboys losing the playoffs to the 49ers. I get it. You don't want that to happen, right? You don't want that to happen. Aaron Rodgers can't beat the Detroit Lions at home to get into the playoffs. Nobody talks about that. Josh Allen playing at home in the playoffs against the Bengals lose. They only scored 10 points. Nobody talks about that. The Chargers playing against the Jacksonville Jaguars, who got not one, not two, not three, not four, not five takeaways. Five takeaways. Jump to a 27-point lead. Now, I hope you understand that turnovers are game changers. Turnovers, you get 5 turnovers, it should be a blowout. Somehow, Justin Herbert, in his one playoff appearance, they lost that game 31-27. Second half, they had like 3 and outs. They missed a 40-yard field goal. So you're telling me that Justin Herbert gets 5 takeaways in the playoffs and nobody talks about it? They blow a 27-0 lead? Nobody? Yeah, this is where you understand things aren't exactly even out here. That the bar is in different places when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott. And by the way, Chargers have never won a Super Bowl, and I don't hear anybody talking about that. All right, good people, it's time for me to go to work. It's going to be another big day at the Red Brick House, but every day that I'm working on there is always a big day for me because I just love it. I love it. And if you want to know more about the Red Brick House and what we're doing on there, check out my other channel, Joe Boo's Day Job. And we're getting closer to that place being livable. We really are. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will hopefully see you guys soon. Whew. Peace.